What's going on, guys? We're currently sitting in my 2001 Mustang Cobra. It's been about a week since the car started. Actually has been started and ran, actually. Yesterday, revolutions were made on the motor during a compression test, and unfortunately, we made the discovery that on cylinder number 5, it only has 78 psi. That was as high as I could get the gauge to go. On all other 7 cylinders, I think my lowest between the other 7 was a 198, and the high point, which I think was cylinder number 1 or 2, one of them, was 214. So the other cylinders in the car are good. It's just cylinder 5, I'm pretty sure I have a bad ring. So I'm probably going to end up pulling the motor from this car. If I do so, well, I'm going to have to at some point. When I do so, it's not a if, it's a when. When I do so, I'm just going to go ahead and throw the Manley H-beam rods in there and run some slightly higher compression pistons. It gives me an excuse to do it. I just look at it as if I've got to take the motor out of the car, I might as well be productive. I also will get the UPR tubular K-member and A-arms for the front as well to give me some more clearance. I'm probably going to try to do the charcoal canister delete as well and go to a returnless style fuel system. So that way I don't have to worry about that charcoal bullshit. In Virginia, in my area, in my county where my car is registered with the state of Virginia, I don't have to pass a smog test. I just have to basically go through a 21-point inspection every year, and they don't smog test me. So I can get away with deleting the charcoal canister because I don't get smog tested. But anyway, enough talkity talk. We're going to give the Cobra her cold start and see how she likes it. She's not going to like it, but we're going to give it a whack anyway. So, you know, on this channel, I'm just going to really be talking about stuff pertaining to this car, my buddy's Trans Am, and some of my other friends' cars. We'll do some, like, how-to videos and such. But this is kind of our intro. I think, you know, it's fair, even though I'm only running on basically 7 cylinders, to, you know, welcome you guys with the sound of some American horsepower. So, let's get her started up. She might die on me, she's cold. Let's try that again. By the way, it's only like 38 degrees here. I know I'm crazy, I'm wearing short sleeves. Don't hate me. There you have it, Cobra cold start. While she sits and warms up a little bit, I got this car back in December of last year, and I've had it since. I got it for $500. I know, crazy, right? I stole the car pretty much. I paid $500 for the car. It needed a new cylinder head on the driver's side because the previous owner had broken a cam cap on the intake camshaft and didn't have enough common sense to not try and start the car, so they ran the car with it like that and because of such. Obviously, it started eating the material away from the head on the journal, and it damaged the camshaft. So I was left with having to replace the head. So I said, fuck it, might as well do a brand new set of heads on the car. So we put brand new set of heads on the car. We put Beehive springs in it, titanium retainers, stems, new valve seals. We put comp cams in it. God damn it, I can't remember what they are. I know the last number of them is BR116s, but anyway, I'll include like what's done to the car in the description. It's nothing super special. It's basically just a bolt-on car with head work. That's all it is. Just the head package basically. I have plans to do the nitrous on the car, nitrous outlet, single fogger kit, wet shot, 150. Obviously, this whole cylinder 5 situation kind of really hurts me with that plan because obviously I don't want to be pushing nitrous to a motor that's got hurting cylinders, you know what I mean, or is down on power on one cylinder, already has an issue with holding compression. Nitrous puts a lot of cylinder pressure on a motor, so that's why ring gap is very important. And obviously cylinder 5 has more than enough of it right now, considering that ring is absolutely fucking shot. The car seems to be running okay right now. It does have a little bit of a miss, like intermittent miss. It's going in and out. You can kind of hear it. If you're in the car, you'd actually be able to feel it. You'll feel the car will have a nice rhythmic rock to it, and then it'll just have a nice little sudden jolt where that cylinder's not quite firing all the way. Like it's firing, but it's intermittently like going in and out. One of those things. So you can kind of hear it, and you can really definitely, if you're sitting in here, you can feel it. But other than that, the car's doing good. The oil pressure looks great. Our coolant temperatures look good. We're not even to the sea yet. Obviously, it's cold, so this car would have to sit and warm up for quite a bit before it would get really warmed up. But I mean, it's basically, for the most part, with the exception of the small little mods I've done to it, it's a completely original 01 Cobra. It's got the original interior. It's still got the factory radio, the factory Mach sound system in it. It still has AC. It's still a 100% street car. My end goal with the car is to just have something fun to play with, take to the track and beat on a little bit, but also take care of it to beat on it. And I'll be honest with you, that's a really big part of the reason that I want to go with nitrous. Nitrous, I can turn that extra power and wear and tear off. With a turbocharger, supercharger, it's there all the time. You know what I mean? Yeah, granted, with a turbo car, you can stay in vacuum pressure and not hit boost, but you still have that extra mechanical fraction to maintain and upkeep and keep an eye on and everything. Whereas nitrous, at the push of a button or the flip of a switch, I can kill my system. Not only that, but my kit is tied into the TPS. So when I go full wide open throttle, that's when my nitrous is going to smack. As soon as that pedal is not wide open throttle, I'm just feathering the gas. I'm not on nitrous anymore. Also, I'm going to have the nitrous outlet controller, so I can ramp the nitrous. I can leave on, like, let's say 20-25% and ramp it up to a full 100%. I want to get the car on Holley, in terms of Holley EFI Live for the tuning program. I've heard some really good things about it. I've heard people have a lot of success and really great things to say about it as an overall program. So I'm kind of looking to go that way with it. I want to have a little access port coming out, a little access wire, so I can plug it into the laptop and do tuning in a parking lot if I have to, or if I'm at the track, instead of having to fucking get out of the car and wire all this stuff up, I can just plug up and do it that way. So that's really what I'm kind of looking to get into in terms of that. But it's just, I still want to keep the street car feel. I want to have AC. I still want to have full interior. I want to be able to get in this car and drive it anywhere that I want, basically. So that's what my end goal is for this whole car. But you can hear she's thundering. She's nice and starting to get a little warm. Coolant temperature starting to rise slowly but surely. She's getting a little warmed up, which is what I want. She needs to run for a little bit. But I mean, yeah, man, just nothing special, just a regular old little Cobra. Do we have any heat coming out yet? No, not quite. But anyway, that's pretty much that. Got a little bit of fumes in that time. That smells. It smells so good, but it's so hurtful for your body. quits on that. So there you have it. That's the cold start of my 01 Cobra. I'm going to give you guys a outside look here, if the camera will permit. It's not going to let me flip-flop it, but I'll do like a selfie type deal with it. There you go. See, it's not special. It's still sitting on its factory wheels. It is covered in leaves. It needs a bath. She's alive. She's here. So say hi. Nothing special. Just an 01 SVT. That's all it is. There's a little bit of steam coming out of there. I'm having an issue right now with the evap solenoid, the purge solenoid for the charcoal canister, which is why I want to see about deleting it. That's what's creating a lot of that smoke. So I'm trying to alleviate that, and it's been kind of a pain in the ass. At first I thought it was maybe like a PCV issue with, you know, improper ventilation to the crankcase, but actually it ended up being the evap solenoid. I need a new throttle cable. I ordered one from Locar through American Muscle. However, it's on back order. I've checked like Jag Summit, LMR, Mustangs Unlimited, all of that. I'm sorry, I ordered it through Mustangs Unlimited. My fault. So yeah, I ordered the Locar throttle cable through Mustangs Unlimited, and they promptly shot me an email. I think it was like the next day, notifying me that that particular throttle cable was on back order with Locar, that they did not have any more in stock. They're waiting on a shipment from Locar with more. So it really kind of screwed me, because I really can't drive the car with the current throttle cable that's on it. It's just too stretched out and frayed, and the throttle will get stuck. So that's why, like, when I was starting the car earlier, you didn't hear me giving it any gas or anything, because I'm just, you know, I don't want to get the throttle stuck on it. So I'm just waiting on that. I need to order the evap solenoid. I'm going to try replacing it and see what that does. This is a temporary fix, but when it comes time for me to actually pull the motor out of this car and fix the issue with the number 5 cylinder, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and try to go to a returnless fuel system and eliminate that whole issue, so I never have to worry about it again. It's just annoying, the emissions crap that they put on all these cars. And that's just a 2001. Could you imagine what they're doing now with like all this brand new 2018, 2019 stuff, man? It's rough. But anyway, stay tuned to this channel. We'll have some more content coming. I want to try to get you guys uploads as frequently as I can, but I don't want to lie to you guys. I want you guys to think that I'm going to be like a everyday uploader. I do have a life, do have a job, I got to work, I got stuff I got to do. So I'm not one of those people trying to make a living off of YouTube. You know what I mean? So I'm not going to be like up here all the time, every day, every hour, uploading stuff for you guys to watch. But when I do have stuff to upload, I'm going to try to give you guys the best content that I can give you, as far as that goes, with what my equipment allows. So pretty much it's just my cell phone. So if you're not satisfied with cell phone video footage, I don't know what to tell you. Now, when it comes time to, the cars are actually on the track making passes, we'll have GoPro footage for you guys. But we're getting ready to end the racing season, and we're getting ready to enter build season. So wintertime is going to be a lot of when the stuff with this car starts to happen. Financially, I'm not really in a position to do it right now. Just a lot going on. So I'm hoping that maybe within the next couple months I'll be able to start really doing stuff with this car and getting it where I want it, and get that whole issue with the piston rings fixed. So we will see what we will see. But in the meantime, thanks you guys for watching. Y'all take it easy, and we'll catch you on the next one.